Hello, this is a video for all of the students that missed class this evening because of the cancellation. I briefly want to go over how to log on to Blackboard, navigate through Blackboard, and a little bit about uploading the video lectures. Okay, so you can see here the login screen for Blackboard. All you need to do is type in your login information. And if you are new to Blackboard, follow this video down here. This video, when you click play, will go through how to log into Blackboard, getting your username and whatnot. Once you log into Blackboard, your courses will be over here on the right. And everybody in AMP2 that's taking it hybrid this semester is going to be logging in here. Even though it says HY1, the HY2 section will also be in this link. So quickly going through Blackboard, the first page you see is the announcement page. Next, I'm going to take you to where you can find your syllabus. And the syllabus here, I'll click that and open it up. Okay, the first page of the syllabus, you see my contact information and my office hours, but I'm definitely going to be at the main campus on Mondays and Tuesdays. You can also make an appointment with me if you'd like to. And also, you can Skype me by typing in my email address. And if you would like to have a video appointment, we can do it that way. I will say that since I'm only on campus at the main campus on Mondays and Tuesdays, emailing me is the best method to get a hold of me. Calling me on the phone, I may not get your message because, again, I'm only there to answer my messages Mondays and Tuesdays. Two required materials. Notice the change in the lab manual. Previously, I had a different lab manual on there, and that was incorrect. So the textbook is Martini and Nath, 2008, 8th edition, and the lab manual is Amarin, 2010, and it's Exploring Anatomy and Physiology in the Laboratory. It's also recommended that you have the Practice Anatomy Lab. If you don't have this, it's possible to access it through the textbook website. Attendance is mandatory. Please contact me, however, if you are going to miss class. There are no makeup quizzes. There's also no makeup lecture/lab exams. However, I do allow you to replace your missed lecture exam or a low-scoring lecture exam with a comprehensive final that will be given at the end of the semester during finals week. If you miss a lab, there are no makeup labs, but it is your responsibility to review the material that was covered in that lab. No points will be awarded for missed labs. This is the grade distribution, so at the end of the semester, this is how I'll calculate your final grade based on the total points that you've earned. And you can see where you're going to be earning those points this semester. The quizzes that we take this semester are all going to be through Blackboard. They're all online quizzes, and all of the quizzes that I post, I only post a few at a time depending on what unit we're on. And the quizzes will be due when we take that unit exam. They'll be due at 3:30 p.m. the same day of the exam we take. The exams are going to be mostly multiple choice questions, some matching, some fill in the blanks, some short answer. I do take off partial credit for misspelled words. All of your lectures are going to be video lectures that you'll access through iTunes U, and we'll go over how to access that in just a little bit. I also provide you PowerPoints. And I ask you not to be disruptive in the classroom. Cell phones, I do ask that during exams, cell phones are turned off because there has been previous incidences of cheating. We no longer allow cell phones to be on or used during exams. If you're going to be late for lab, I'd rather you be here late than not at all, but do try to make it on time. Cheating's not allowed. If you're a student with a special need, you can contact the Learning Lab for extra help, and be prepared to study about 11 to 16 hours outside of lab each week in order to succeed in this course. And I've added at the end of your syllabus some tips on how to succeed in this course. The contract, you can fill this out and bring it to me next week. Just briefly, the contract goes over the syllabus. I do want to point out number 7 here because this is not explicitly listed in the syllabus, but your last date to drop this course and get a full refund is January 13th, 2011, and the last date to withdraw from the course is April 29th, 2011. I ask that you fill out the bottom portion. I do ask for a phone number and an email address in case I need to contact you for an emergency. And then finally we have the schedule. And you can see the schedule. I do suggest that you print the schedule out using a color printer if you have one, because I've color-coded many things on the schedule. Everything highlighted in yellow is what we're going to be doing in lab. And then I have a list of things for you to do prior to each lab date. So for instance, our first actual lab is next Tuesday, January 18th. Prior to lab, you should watch all of the Chapter 19 video lectures on iTunes, and I'll show you how to access those in just a bit. You should also print out the blood lab worksheet and bring this to class. This is on Blackboard. You should also complete the pre-lab exercises 1 and 2 for Unit 19. This is in the lab manual. And then check out the PAL CD looking at the histology of the cardiovascular system, focusing on the blood cells. There will be a quiz over Chapter 19. It will be due the date of your first lecture/lab exam. Again, that's going to be February 8th at 3:30 p.m. So again, this is what you should be doing prior to next Tuesday. This should be completed, and then by the time you come into lab, you'll understand everything that we're doing in lab because you will have watched the video lectures and you would have answered the questions on your review sheet. So that will make your lab something that will highlight and help you comprehend the material that was in the lecture notes. The exams, I've again highlighted those in blue here. We're going to have a total of 6 exams this semester, and again, quizzes for that unit will always be due on the date of the lecture exam. So our first exam is February 8th, and notice that quiz number 1, 2, and 3, which cover Chapter 19, 20, and 21 respectively, are all due February 8th at 3:30 p.m. And then when we get to the end of the schedule, the final exam, you can see here, is going to be May 10th. It is not mandatory that you take this. This exam will be used to replace a missed exam or a low-scoring exam. So if at the end of the semester you're happy with your grade and you don't want to take the final exam, you don't have to. It's really meant to help improve your score and replace maybe a missed exam or a low-scoring exam that you had taken previously. Okay, the next thing we're going to look at is the discussion board. And here is the discussion board for our class. We've got general questions about A&P 2, and then I've got exam unit specific questions. So if you want to post a question or read somebody else's question, you just click that topic, and we'll see what this person has posted. And this is a question, information about cancellation of the class, which I'm writing or doing this video for right now. So hopefully this video will answer your questions, but I will answer this student's question in just a little bit. But if you want to create a new topic, just click Create Thread, post your question, and then you can answer other student questions, or you can wait for me to answer your question. I check the discussion board daily, and I try to answer all student questions, so whether it be about something about the course in general or a topic that we're covering on the video lectures, please put all questions on the discussion board so that other students in your class can benefit from your question and the answers that are given. Okay, next we have external links. The textbook website, I strongly suggest you check that out. You can get access to the textbook website through the access code on the first page of your book. If you do not have that access code because you bought a used book, you can purchase access to the textbook website, and I think it's about $30-something, and you just access this and you can click Buy Access, and that will allow you to do that. I do assign a couple of extra credit projects that will require that you have access to interactive physiology, which you can access through the textbook website. Also, the PAL CD, if you don't have that, I believe you can also access that through the textbook website as well. And then Web Anatomy is another study tool, and then this is just a link to help you update your Microsoft Office to view any of the documents I have on Blackboard. Okay, now for the lectures. I want to spend a little bit of time going over how to access the lectures. First of all, in order to view these lectures, you need iTunes installed on your computer. The directions for installing iTunes are found on these documents. Once iTunes is installed, you can access the video lectures. Now, to download iTunes, it's really rather easy. If you just click on this link and you do not have iTunes already installed on your computer, it will take you to a web page that will ask you to download iTunes. Click download, wait for it to download. It takes usually about 10-15 minutes or so, and then you'll have access to the video lectures. So I've already downloaded iTunes on my computer, and I'm going to see if I can pull up the video lectures. Let's see. Okay, this is what the iTunes U looks like for our course. You can see the chapters we're going to be covering this semester up here. We're actually going to start with chapter 19. So I'll go to chapter 19. And all of the video lectures for chapter 19 are listed here. If you want to, you can download all of the video lectures for a single chapter by clicking Get Tracks. Or let's say you just want to watch a single video at a time. I'm going to download this one on platelets because it's kind of short and it will download quickly. So to download a single video, just click Get. And notice that when you do that, a number pops up in this little swirly thing. The number means that one video is being uploaded, and that means that it's in the process of being uploaded. Once this is uploaded, then this will take you to iTunes U. Now I'm going to click on that. Now that second video has showed up. Now these are all the videos I've downloaded previously. And the video that I just loaded is going to be right here. Okay, this is the video I just loaded up. It's on platelets, and I'm going to click that, and then we're going to watch this video lecture.
The next of the formed elements we will discuss are the blood platelets. Again, blood platelets are also called thrombocytes, and they are not true cells, but merely cell fragments.
You get a basic idea of the video lectures. The nice thing about the video lectures, you can fast forward, you can rewind, go through it at your own pace. You can pause it to make notes. All right. So these are the videos you need to watch every week, and it's important because this is taking the place of that face-to-face interaction. Now there are some suggestions I have for students while they're watching the video lectures to help them retain the information. So I'm going to close out of the iTunes U. Another thing that I've added on the lecture button here are PowerPoints of the actual video lectures. So for instance, if we look at chapter 19, I'll open that one up really quick. This is the PowerPoint for the video lecture that I've just posted, and I want you to make note that the PowerPoints include blanks. And I do this because you can print these out if you'd like to, and then you can take notes on them while you're watching the video lectures. To go to the review materials and to print out the review sheet for that chapter. So this is the chapter 19 review sheet. You'll notice on the chapter 19 review sheet I have a list of vocabulary terms and review questions, which I suggest you fill this out as you go along. Every week you'll see on the schedule that I'll ask you to print out the identification sheet or maybe a specific lab, and this is where you're going to access that document to print and bring with you to lab each week. And then the quizzes, I did post a practice quiz. Alright, so that does it basically for my overview of Blackboard and the syllabus and the schedule. Next week we will have our first lab over chapter 19. It will be over the blood, and it's a very interesting lab. Please make sure you watch all of the chapter 19 videos so that you can comprehend what we're doing in that lab, because you do need to have a basic understanding of the blood, of what a hematocrit is, of what the different blood cells are, as well as how blood typing is determined through the different antigens on the surface of the red blood cell and the types of antibodies that are in your blood plasma. If you have any questions, please either post them on the discussion board or you can email me directly. Like I said, do not call me because I am not in my office. If you want to video chat with me, feel free to do that through Skype. You can type in my email address or just email me and let me know you want to contact me through Skype, and we can have a little video chat. And that'll be fun. I hope you have an enjoyable week, and I will see you all next week. And hopefully none of you drove out to campus tonight to make it here. since it was canceled. Alright, so adios.